So, I'm getting excited because we're almost done with the book of Job. But this is only one book in the book of the Bible. 41, the Lord is still speaking. Can you pull in the Leviathan with a fishhook? People keep wondering what the Leviathan is. It's figurative and literal. So, it might be a crocodile, could be a kind of like this sea creature, like a sea dragon or the kraken or something, but it's a scary creature. Can you pull in the Leviathan with a fishhook or tie down his tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through his nose or pierce his jaw with a hook? Will he keep begging you for mercy? Will he speak to you with gentle words? Will he make an agreement with you for you to take him as your slave for life? Can you make a pet of him like a bird or put him on a leash for your girls? Then that make a pretty little picture, cute little girl in a dress walking a big crocodile down the street. Actually, alligators and crocodiles can be therapy pets, is what I heard. That's interesting. I once saw a guy walking out of a place that had a big snake wrapped around his neck. And I said, hey, nice therapy pet. And he laughed. People have all sorts of exotic pets, I guess. Will traders barter for him? Will they divide him up among the merchants? Yeah. Can you fill his hide with harpoons or his head with fishing spears? If you lay a hand on him, you will remember the struggle and never do it again. There are some people that I've encountered before that I don't ever want to encounter again. Any hope of subduing him is false. The mere sight of him is overpowering. I've had people look at me like that too. Like the mere sight of me scares them. Just doing something like delivering a birthday present. It's like a freak. People. No one is fierce enough to rouse him. Who then is able to stand against me? Who has a claim against me that I must pay? Everything under heaven belongs to me. I will not fail to speak of his limbs, his strength, and his graceful form. Sounds like most men that like to be described that way. They act like everything under heaven belongs to them. Well, I guess my daddy owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. Everything belongs to me too. Who can strip off his outer coat? Would you approach him with a bridle? There's some men I'd like to put bridles on. And some women. Who dares open the doors of his mouth, ringed about with his fearsome teeth? His back has rows of shields tightly sealed together. This sounds like a dragon. Each is so close to the next that no air can pass between. They are joined fast to one another. They cling together and cannot be parted. His snorting throws out flashes of light. His eyes are like the rays of dawn. That sounds like my ex. Snorting throws out flashes of light. Firebrands stream from his mouth. Oh, that actually sounds like Trump or Hitler or Putin or someone. Firebrands stream from his mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke pours from his nostrils. That sounds like some of the people I know who smoke cigarettes. As from a boiling pot over a fire of reeds, his breath sets coals ablaze, and flames dart from his mouth. Strength resides in his neck, dismay goes before him. The folds of his flesh are tightly joined. They are firm and immovable. His chest is hard as rock, hard as a lower millstone. Sounds like a young 20-something-year-old. When he rises up, the mighty are terrified. They retreat before his thrashing. The sword that reaches him has no effect, nor does the spear or the dart or the javelin. That sounds like going out for track and field, playing darts. I know some friends that are into sword play with real swords, but they're adults. And they dress up like medieval time, and they get together and reenact that time period. And then playing darts. Yeah, darts. I used to have a dart board in my house, in my old house, and then playing darts with my friends. And then the javelin. My daughter went and did the javelin throw, like a hoplite. I've got some daughters that are gunslingers. Iron he treats like straw, and bronze like rotten wood. Arrows do not make him flee. Sling stones are like chaff to him. That brings back memories of playing with slingshots and little rocks. And aiming, and then letting go, and ding! Hitting the target. And then watching someone jump. It's like, that was the same with doing a shotgun. And I missed the first time, but the second time I hit the target and I made someone jump. Because I guess I'm a good shot. Might be because of my daddy and my brother. And growing up with a pool table in my living room. I was also a pretty good pool player back in the day. Till I married a pool hustler. And hauled them into church to become children's church teachers. A club seems to him but a piece of straw. He laughs at the rattling of the lance. His undersides are jagged potsherds, leaving a trail in the mud like a threshing sledge. I've done mud slinging and stomping in mud, making bricks like an Egyptian. That was a fun weekend outside with a bunch of hippies over here in Oregon. We were in the mud pits making bricks, adobe bricks, just like the Egyptians, with the straw and dirt and clay and just the right mixture. And then putting them in the forms. My kids had a lot of fun. My younger kids had a lot of fun that weekend too. Just running around. We got to drink coconut juice. There's live music, banjo, just bluegrass music. Naked hippie. My little boy walked up to this naked man with the cowboy hat on, and he goes, "You're naked." And he looks down at him. He goes, "No, I'm not. I have my clothes on, or my skin on. I have my skin on." My other son coming out of the pond looking like a swamp monster. That was a fun weekend. Anyways, making a mandala sanctuary where we could go listen to music in peace. He makes the depths churn like a boiling cauldron. Yeah, if you ever go to Devil's Churn Bowl over here on the coast, where you could see the power of God there. He makes the depths churn like a boiling cauldron and stirs up the sea like a pot of ointment. Behind him, he leaves a glistening wake. One would think the deep had white hair. Nothing on earth is his equal, a creature without fear. He looks down on all that are haughty. He is king over all that are proud. Sounds like Trump. Proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. I know someone who's not free. They're in prison. And from their story, they were arrested for driving while black. That was their crime. And now, after 7, almost 8 years of total confinement, and now this coronavirus, I kind of wonder, is he ever going to see the light of day again? Is he ever going to have freedom again? Or is he just going to die and rot in prison being forgotten about? America's not always that nice. There's a lot of corruption in America, but we try not to talk about it. Not every police officer is a good police officer. There is good cops and bad cops. There are good cops and bad cops. And there are Nazis in America. I'm like, I try to be a grammar Nazi. There's dictators in America too. I try to be more like a helicopter. Anyway, so that is chapter 41 in the book of Job. So everybody, I hope you're doing a good little girl and boy and staying home and reading your Bible on Sunday, because that's what you're supposed to do on Sundays, is read your Bible and clean your bedrooms and listen to your mommy and daddy and be respectful and nice and be nice to each other too, and don't pick on each other and don't pick on me and don't pick on your little brother. Don't pick on the babies of families. They don't like it. They can grow up and be like me if they get picked on too much as babies. So stop picking on people and quit picking on me. I don't like to be picked on. And so quit picking your nose too, and quit picking at your skin, and just quit picking. You can be a cotton picker. If you're going to be a picker, just go pick something and go pick a flower or something, and quit being picky about what you get to eat. Just eat what you get and don't throw a fit. Attitude.